I can see you shining, and I can see your muscle, you flexing muscle. It looks like you need to really show Steve how to go to the gym because I've tried my best. The man is not saying it. Well, anyway, Melbourne, good to see you. Good to be back on here. I missed you guys yesterday. I was overly, occupied, so I couldn't even finish what I was doing before even joining you guys. But I'm sure it was a great show, and I tried to listen to some of it later on last night. But it was good. It was really good. You guys did extremely well. The chairman. There's no dull moment with the chairman. He always hot and always, giving it hot to everybody.
Seriously,
Yeah.
because like
But
in fact someone was saying, Maybe how come the chairman answer questions to top questions about that one make all of the SKTV?
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. So yeah. So Melbourne is good to be here. We want to welcome all our viewers and followers. And well wishers, we want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We have George Young here. And we have Bobby Yan, Big Boy Yan or Bobby. I think it's Big Boy.
Please, Telesacon,
Oh.
have you sent the link to Lawrence? Please
Lord,
check.
I don't know. I don't know if Lauren can listen to it, watch his WhatsApp, but
Yeah,
I want you to
because
send to him locally.
he tried calling me. Yeah, so I'm looking for
Yeah, I
it
try
now
to
on
send to him
Messenger.
locally. Even I sent that man some information from yesterday. He hasn't looked at it, and he doesn't even. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, well, let's encourage our people to please share the show. Everybody, yeah, let's try to share the show. Um, yeah, so let me just recognize a few people here, at least those that say something to us, that say hi to us, or maybe, those that telling us where they are. Yeah, so I already call few names here already. Uh, Joe J. One word, welcome to SKTV. Linda Nyampan, welcome to SKTV. Felicia Fried Wallo, welcome to SKTV. Mustafa Balo, welcome to SKTV. Yvonne Iyo, welcome to SKTV. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending where you are. And if you are following us on YouTube, we want to recognize you as well. And if you are following us on Instagram, we're not seeing your name here. We say welcome to SKTV. And those of you following us on Twitter, we say welcome to SKTV. And better yet, the hundreds of thousands of people that are watching and listening to us on the radio, on Truth FM, we want to say welcome to SKTV. And if you are following us on the Facebook and you don't have enough data in Liberia there, we encourage you to just tune into Truth FM 96.1 or Top FM in Grangedia, Zwedu City to be specific, or better yet, follow us on 99.3 FM radio format in Beaumont, Lower Bon County. Melbourne, let me still recognize a few people here. Many of our people have been joining us in the last few minutes. Yes. Yeah, the last person I talked about was Felicia. Felicia, welcome. Martha Gay, welcome to SKTV. Madingo Governor, my own little brother over there from all the way, Jakarta.
The man governor.
Yeah, man, that's one man. Madingo Governor.
Wow,
Welcome to SKTV. Naomi Mimi, welcome to SKTV. Odesco Tape, welcome to SKTV. Sarah Tule, welcome to SKTV. Asata Miller, welcome to SKTV. Dachi Togba, welcome to SKTV. Dwight Tay, welcome to SK. Tay, that one, I'm going to forget about that name. That one, I used to have one of my crime brethren, that friend.
Yes.
His name was Tay, so that's last name. So every time I see that, even one of my friends say I saw it when I was the first time his name is Eric Tay. So your name is Tay. You related to my friend him and everything. Say, yeah, we family. I said, okay.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Oh, yeah. So, hold on one second.
All right. Yes. So, if you just joining us, we want to say a wonderful good evening to all of you who just joining us. Indeed, welcome to SKTV. We are here, for a matter of fact, and we're going to be with you up to 8 o'clock on tonight. And Seku already started. So, all of you who, like for example, when you stop, maybe after his break, you're going to continue from there. But please, we want you to like, comment, and share. That's what we want from you. Even a one share on the Facebook will be okay for us because there are a lot of people to also sometimes the live and light may not reach out to other people. So we want you to please just use at least 30 seconds for you to like, comment, and share. Please, that's what we want from some of you who are following us on the internet. And if you are also listening to the radio, also you want to see us live on the internet, just go straight to Facebook and search for SKTV NRB. It's SKTV and not Sky. Because when you go to Sky,
Maybe you the best. It's not Sky, it's SKTV.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
Sky
thank
TV.
you. Yeah. So see what most people are always getting it wrong.
So that was Lawrence. That was Lawrence trying to reach out. All the messages are saying the main guy, the main internet was struggling. That today the main guy all the messages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sky.
Yeah. So,
I
folks, I want
see.
to say thank you to all of you for joining us. At least those of you who have said something, I'd like to recognize all of you. And like I said, the thousands and if not the hundreds of thousands of people that are following us on the radio, we want to welcome all of you. And it doesn't matter which station you are watching or following us from. We want to say thank you to all of you for making things happen for SKTV here. Lawrence, welcome, my man. What's up?
Well, Mr. Kane, I'm okay this evening. Well, I'm okay. After a heavy downpour of rain in this part of Liberia, at least I'm grateful that we are back on the show, even though the network was like troubling. But I try to face it to be on the show.
you try to make this happen, right? Thank you so much.
Yeah. I try to fix it.
Yeah, so
thank you.
Welcome to SKTV. Dirty Toba, welcome to SKTV. Duarte, Eric Gonglo, welcome to SKTV. Elizabeth Bowen, welcome to SKTV. James Davey, Matthew Plomo, my own over there from all the way California. Rose Russell, welcome to SKTV. Rogadiel T. Jones, welcome to SKTV. Rose Roberts, welcome to SKTV. Ngongbe Toure, welcome to SKTV. Shiaka Jabate, welcome to SKTV. Kevin M. Moore, welcome to SKTV. Yvette Sifers, welcome to SKTV. Samuel Gogai Hollywood, welcome to SKTV. Mohammed Kushia. Salam alaikum, Mohammed Kosha. Welcome to SKTV. Ambassador Joella George Sr., welcome to SKTV. E.O. White, my own brother there from the Bay Area, welcome to SKTV. Doris Thompson, welcome. And Bilali Sisse, that name Bilali, not too plenty, but a big name there in Islam. Bilali Sisse, welcome to SKTV. Karim Kroma, welcome to SKTV. Mary Pratt, welcome to SKTV. Zeze E. Binyen, welcome to SKTV. And Yelin Joey, welcome to SKTV. Look at a lot of people here. I can call you by name. If you say something to all, we see your name, we'll recognize you. Yeah, Trekon, welcome to SKTV. So today, our open mic. And you know when it's open mic, it means that we have a lot to cover. It means that nothing is off limit, nothing is off table, as long as you remain within the confines of our respective platforms by making sure you discuss the issue, no attack, no insult, no disrespect. Just discuss the issue. If you say simple and not true, that one is lying, I don't care. That's fine. But to insult people, try to, create misfeelings amongst our people here, we will not recognize that, we will not welcome that, we will not tolerate that. So we will start with our guys in studio. Johnson Melbourne Kula, what's on your mind, sir? Today, open mic.
Okay, thank you so much, Sekou.
And
And
you
let me
want to
say
talk about
thank
your birthday,
yeah.
we're happy. You want to talk about your,
Eh,
the new baby that coming will be happy.
Thank you. Because we,
Martina, you want to talk about Mamuso Chef, say we welcome.
I want to hold you up. I want to hold you up because you are not becoming my new Allah because the other men I can't understand them. Oh, Sekou, see you look. They put me into serious trouble last night, but thank God that everything subsided and I'm okay at least. So thank you, Sekou, and let me say thanks to our followers, especially for those of you that always follow SKTV. Sekou, you know everything. Please, we got to disagree to agree. At the end of the day, that speak to issues and vote of confrontations. That's the only way that we will continue to come back and shake hands and and move on. But I'll say quickly, maybe before I go to what on my mind, let me just give a few updates about Liberia. Yes, indeed, the president is out of the country and for few engagements in the US of A. Yes, yesterday the county meet final was on yesterday, and River G County beat Norfolk County to win the championship for 2023-2024. So indeed, Liberia is good. The weather condition, like my colleague just said, the rain now, we are gradually now moving into the rainy season. So every time you see it up, rainfall or maybe there a little sunshine, that's the kind of weather condition that we are living in or that we're having for now. So everything here is good. We're moving about with our normal business or businesses, the prices of commodities stay the same, everything stay the same. We're still moving and we're still waiting for the rescue team. One of your own, your own brother, Henry Costa posted this morning about some of the reactions when it comes to his post about the rescue team. That every time when he post, they get angry and sometimes they insult him and so on. So they posted their money, telling them that indeed I think they have won the elections. It's about time for them to govern and forget about him. He's no longer part of them, so then they move on and forget about him. So these are some of the happening and the reactions to that he post. People are saying that yes, indeed, some people are claiming that indeed they had to leave Henry Costa alone. He's no longer with the team, and in fact, he moved on with his private life. And according to him, also, he now want to work in the government nearly, or he now want to be part of the government. So yes, what on my mind for me, I think there are so many issues like you said, burning issues. I think what really on my mind has to do with the issue of our government. Sekou, mind you that our government or the rescue government came into power to change the life of the Liberian people. And we're going nearly 100 days plus, and there's nothing, no sign of any jobs that they promise the people. Even before that, let me just bring you the news about drugs. We're also hearing that, in fact, there are new drugs called zombie, according to the LDA, that indeed that even part of the even coach. So that's a news also from us back home that yes, that there's new drugs in Liberia that is part of more the coach that call zombie. So yes, so continuing, nothing, and the people they are gradually getting disappointed. So for me, my call to the government is to focus on what you promise the people. You can't be winner and at the same time you are angry. I'm still here to even understand as to what's going on even within the rescue government. That they are winner, but then at the same time they are angry. Even when you talk, even when you post, they will come for you. I don't think that is the right thing to do. Campaign is over, and it's about time that the rescue government govern well, serve her people. because we are not seeing anything. On a very serious note, I think like yesterday, the chairman, Honorable Musa Hassan Bede, said, I think this is the CDC second term. Yes, he said that. He said, I think this is the CDC second term because we're not seeing anything. There's no change. All of the thing that the rescue people campaign on that, yes, kush, draws, this, no job, no this, no that, everything that they campaign on, we are yet to see them implementing even one. So for me, that what we had on my mind. Let them focus on governing and let them focus on changing the life of the Liberian people and forget about all of the noise, all of the holding and pulling, all of the threats on Facebook, on the radio. It won't solve the problem. So far, so good. Sekou, that's what we had on my mind.
Thank you so much, Mebon. Those are very, very important issues, and I think they deserve our attention. Monk, welcome. How you doing, sir?
What up, man? What's up, guys? What's up to the listening audience? As always.
Yeah, man. I was missing Ashwin yesterday, man.
We had it done.
Yeah, I got caught. But you guys did well, man. You guys are the best.
The chairman kept on going as well.
You guys did excellent.
Yeah.
So Lawrence, my man, what's on your mind? And what's going on in that part of Liberia?
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I'm grateful this evening. The old man can allow us to come on this platform to discuss issues as they relate to our country, Liberia. Mr. Kane, one thing I want to stress out is that some of our brothers who have the opportunity to be with people who are in government, they are not doing well for their bosses. Reason being is that when their bosses are going wrong and you try to flex out the issue, instead of them agreeing with you because they can get $5 or $10 from the person, they will go on the social media to insult. And I don't think it's necessary that you should be going for somebody who is saying the truth, because you wouldn't feel that since Peter Paul is giving you $10 or $15, you should be able to defend Peter Paul. You're not doing well for the person, because once the person is doing the wrong thing and you try to back them, which means you are encouraging the person to do the wrong thing. So some of our brothers who are working with senators, representatives, and even in the executive need to exit from their orbit. It's not good. They are not doing good for themselves and even their bosses. Because once you live in a community, for instance, nobody right now got access to go and meet Joseph Boakai. Nobody got a means of going to the president. But people who work with the president live in the same community where the people live. So at the end of the day, the common people have to interact with the people. But when the wrong thing is going on, you try to flag it out. Some of them will insult you. In fact, they will tell you all kinds of things. Even a call for them to go for you to beat you, they will do it. Because they feel that at the end of the month, Peter Paul is giving them $10 or $15. The issue about the drugs is alarming. Even in bomb mines here, it's not an easy thing here. We see our brothers, some of us have the opportunity on a daily basis to interact with some of the guys who are in the drugs business. People who are taking the thing. On a daily basis, we interact with them. I even go in a Zoom where they're taking it. So the DA need to be strong enough to see how best they can collect people who bring in the drugs in the country. Bomb mines right now, Mr. Kane, before you used to sleep outside, but you can't even try it this time. You don't try it. You can't try it to even sleep outside, because our brothers and our sisters are being involved in the thing. And there are some of the information we gather from some community dwellers that people who bring in drugs, they have connection with some of these DAs guys. At the end of the month or the week, they give them some more thing. So when DA is coming to raid, the first thing they'll call them, man, people come in our community, so be careful. We get the information on a daily basis. So the government needs to stand strong to see how best they can help in the process, because the people ready, they came to rescue us. The rescue team, they came to rescue us. So that they rescue us. One boy was telling me, he said, Pro Laurent, now the new drug, now you get the others say solar panel, the better get lay on their head, they sit down under the sun. Mr. Kane, what he said. Yeah, the quiet solar panel, the men can lay on their head and sit down on the sun. After a few minutes, that whole thing entered our body, the men numb, the men move away. On a daily basis, we interact with people. I always go into that place.
Hold on.
Jenny.
So hold on. Let me understand this. So they
Yeah.
have a drug. They have a drug that you can put over the hair,
Yeah, yesterday I already saw.
and then for the sun to beat it, and then they.
Yeah, they heat it on the body.
Wow.
So, Mr. Kare, the country, that is it. We visit the guys on a daily basis. So at least the government need to organize a program that people who have access to the guy, who are brave to go and monitor to talk to them, at least some of them will be able to understand the issue and leave the drugs. Most of the even when I'm going every night when I go on the road after the show, I get in there with them. I even go in a bar, we sit down and we talk.
Wow.
We know things that are affecting the guys, and the DA need to be. Few time ago, I went on the road to buy water. While I was on the road, two other lady was like having conversation. The other lady was telling her friend, say, tomorrow DA is coming here to raid. I said, but how the woman got to know that DA coming bombers to raid tomorrow? How she got the information? So the people who are working with the DA, who are in that circle, gave information to some of their close confidants. So at the end of the day, the information will scatter. So people who are involved in the thing will get rid of it. They will go hard and say.
Wow. Anyway, thank you, Lawrence. Thank you so much. So before I go to Monk, it means that if we all agree that George Weah invented Kush, George Weah was Kush president. There's Joseph Boakai, the other president now they will call, I don't know, Zumbi or Zambi, and solar panel president. So I don't even know how that was going to look like in moving forward. Well, anyway, let's proceed. I will jump into that later on. President Monk, my man, what's going on? What's on your mind, sir? Monk, are you there? Brazilian Monk. All right. It seems like Monk is a little bit busy. But these are not good news. One of the supporters said that we are a bunch of jokers here. But I don't know why you take your time to come and listen to jokers. I don't know why, where you position yourself in that particular category. If you can come and take all your time to follow jokers and listen to jokers, I don't know what would that make you. But that's okay. We take it. But you kind of construe our position. You misquote us. You misquoted us. This is not what Maybon said. That we expect Joseph Boakai to do all of the thing in 100 days. No, that's not what he said. Not everything. Let me say in a liberal way, in the simplest term possible. The thing that your mother you will do. The thing that you told people, say, these are the things I will do within 100 days. Those are the things people are talking about. You all fail to do what you promised the Labrador people that you will do. The thing your mom say I will do. The thing we're asking you. The thing you're talking about that you didn't do. Secondly, all the things people say here, if you don't have answer to say, okay, no, that's not true. Here are the facts. But you couldn't say that you're a liar, you're a joker, but you can also provide what you consider as the facts. Me, if somebody lie on me, I always, strike back to give you, the other side of the story. But you have none because it's very tough to defend lie. So what's on my mind is Liberia as a country. Liberia is destroyed. This has nothing to do with Joseph Boakai as a person. This has nothing to do with Joseph Boakai presidency. Liberia is destroyed. The fabrics of our country governing system is destroyed. And everybody is corrupt. That is my problem for Liberia today. Almost every single person in Liberia is corrupt. Almost. People are not honest. And the most frustrating part of it is the hospitals and the police. I got serious problem with them. And the government is not doing anything to fight corruption. Say the big people are corrupt, the small people then feel like corruption is normal. We have been getting report upon report in Liberia. Not only in Monserrato, not just Morovia, but from across the country, everywhere. When people are sick, they go to hospital. Even you are dying, they will not attend to you. They will prefer you to die if you fail to give them money. And the money they are asking for is not going into the government coffer. It's going to their pocket. Many people are so heartless, so wicked, and they care less about the well-being of our country. Hospitals, clinics, no drugs, no medication. Because when you say drugs, you're talking about prescription drugs. We're not talking about the Kus and zombie, whatever they call it, solar panel, or whatever the name is. We're not talking about that. We're talking about prescription drugs. Medicine the people can take when they're sick. You see a pregnant woman in labor that's supposed to deliver. When they come, they will put that woman on one side. See, you must bring money first. Hey, God, what kind of country is that? The leaders are behaving as if to say they don't got family, they got no wife, they got no girl, children, they got nobody. In a country where pregnant woman in labor, you know how painful it is to give birth. They are crying with that. And the coming people will ignore them, refuse to attend to them, to help them until they put money down. You don't put money down, that's it. That have resulted to many women dying in labor. How heartless, how pathetic are we? How wicked. You know, sometimes we can see the wickedness from these corrupt officials of government by stealing from the Liberian people. But our ordinary people, civil servants, some of them are even worse than the government officials. And we have also reports that medication that are donated free of charge to Liberia and to the healthcare community, when they come, some of the lawmakers that get hospital and clinic, they will carry the bigger portion to their own clinics. And the nurses that work in those clinics too, in hospital, they will take all the medication for themselves and send it to their little clinic or pharmacies. And they will tell you, they got the medicine. They didn't buy it. It was given to them for free. But they will tell you, say, we run out of our medicine here, but I know somewhere you can get it. You have to go buy it from them. At the same time, you know, people talking about, you know, nurses are not getting paid, the police people are not getting paid, people are not getting, enough money for, but you are already corrupt. You are destroying your own reputation. You have no credibility. You have no moral. I know most of them listening to it right now, they will not be happy with me saying these things, but it's bad. The country is not going to move forward with those kind of mindset. Where in the world you get medicine for free? Now your government paying for it. You are not paying for it. And you're taking pay. This, in many areas, including the United States, healthcare providers are respected more than many other functionaries, people who provide healthcare, because they're saving life every day. They are helping us to keep us healthy. They attend to our daughters, our sons, your husband, our wives, and everybody else. But you want to be respected, you got to be humble, you got to be honest. And some of them, as much as they're stealing from the people, they can be so rude and still disrespectful. In Africa, especially Liberia, some of the nurses, when you see them talking to their patients, you just say that that the people that they control, they born. Just see what they can talk to their kids at home. They will be rude, disrespectful, speaking to their patients so very disrespectful manner to the extent that the patient can be scared to even see some of those nurses. When they come in, they'll be nervous. If you live in developing country, patients, they pet them, they ask them in a polite manner, in a respectful manner. They check on them periodically. You talk to them respectfully. But they don't only steal from us, but they do so with disrespect. The police are stealing every day. No law and order. If you are the victim, if you are attacked, whether the armed robber or something happened to you, you go to the police. Instead of police helping you solve your problem, they will tell you to pay them first. So let's say you call the police for the emergency. They will tell you, stay, unga gazelle. Unga gazine kayo. Or somebody offend you, and you go to the police station. Instead of police going to intervene, they will tell you to pay money. And when you pay money to them, the person that you complain, they're not going to go ask questions on that question. They will just go arrest the person because you get the money. They will just go arrest the person violently. Sometimes they beat on them. Where is the professionalism? Where is maturity? Where is the maturity? Some people who are leaders of the police over there in Liberia, some of them were in the military here. They know how disciplined is the United States military. Some of them, they were in the police. But when they go to Liberia, they feel like they are controlling a bunch of animals. They got no respect for human rights. They got no respect for their own people. When they hear they're working, when they see white people, they be trimming. But when they go over there, they feel like they're not supposed to respect their own people. So those are the kind of things on my mind today. It bothers me a lot that we have no respect for ourselves, we have no respect for each other, and people are so corrupt. Almost everybody, even the traffic system, In Liberia, somebody can take their car and take the wrong way. It will cause traffic. Everybody will stay in that traffic for 2-3 hours because of one person's stupidity. And when the police arrest that person, they're not going to impound the car. They're not going to actually give that person a ticket. They will park the car for a few minutes or maybe 30 minutes or maybe an hour and tell the person to bring certain amount of money to them. Not to give them ticket to pay to the government, but they will ask them, you got to bring this amount of money before I let you go. And if somebody get plenty of money, you every day they do it, you stop them, they give you $5, they give you $10 US, you let them go, they will do it again. They will do it again. But if these people were receiving tickets that will cost them a lot of money, and if you stop them, you take their car strictly to the police station to go impound the car. Let me tell you something. Even in America here, there are some violations that are criminal. Some are civil, some are criminal. For example, if the posted speed limit is 60 or 65, if you go over the speed limit by 5 to 10, it's a civil case. It's a traffic matter. They will give you a ticket for that. But if the speed limit is 65 and you run it 90 miles per hour, when the police stop you, that criminal case there, it means that you can kill somebody. See that? For example, if everybody carrying documentation and you're not carrying documentation, they found out you get 2, 3, or 4 documents missing. You're not following the rule and regulations. They will fine you. And if you continue to do it again, it will turn to a criminal matter. In Liberia, our police, they take the money from people, put it in their pocket. No money going to the government revenue. Nothing going to the government. So those are some of the important things that I think, that Liberian people need to pay attention to. Other than that, our country will not be safe. We can all sit here every day and talk about all those politicians, but if we ourselves, as ordinary people, as civil servants, working in a hospital, and sometimes you feel like there's no leadership in the hospital, no supervisor, everybody can just, sometimes they don't go to work, they just collect and go home. So the few that can remain in a hospital are the one that can be struggling people with money. For God's sake, if somebody is in an emergency situation, when you go to hospital, attend to them first. They worry about money later. It will even make sense if you treat this person and then tell them that, hold them to the hospital until they pay the money. Their people can pay the money. But at least save their life. Normally, the government is supposed to help people. All the money they're stealing for themselves, all the money they put in their pocket, they were investing those money in healthcare. All the people that can be stealing in medication, they will not do it. You get the medicine free. Why are you selling it to people for? And you're not even selling it to people to put the money in the government coffers. You're taking the money to put in your pocket. The wickedness is we don't love each other. We don't love our country. And we care less about each other. We care less about the well-being of our country. Everybody worry about themselves. That's why some of them are so confused when their person when you have one family member in one government, the whole family now become slave of the government. If you criticize one of or anything about the government, the whole family will jump on you. Now government you see they they want not happy, but they want the job appointed the person so now government the person not will suffer. So everybody just think now government is the only thing that can save everybody. So because of that, nobody is objective. Nobody even care about what happening to other Liberians. Nobody care about the well-being of Liberia. All they care about is this is our government, because they got one family member or extended family member in the government. So automatically they're government. I've heard a lot. Some are good friends. Because they have few of their people in this new government. They are government partner. Yeah, they are government partner. Our government, yeah. Who tell you say that because you pay family, then all our government? No. All the government are your government. All the government are all our government. Not because your family is inside, then now the other one, they are government. What about the other one yesterday? So we are so selfish in Liberia. It's all about ourselves. Nothing but the country, nothing but other people. And we're not going to move forward with that kind of mindset. So I hope Mong is back. Mong, we call your attention many times. You were not available. I don't know whether you're still available or you're not. Mong, are you there? All right. Mong, stay.
Mr. Khan, let me just come in there. The issue about the hospital, our own people, they don't do all good. Once you don't have money, you go to some of the hospital, they don't even count you. There are some of the hospitals, even if your relative died there, if they say 15,000, you will pay before they get that body. You cry inside, pay that money. When they say 20,000, you will pay.
For somebody dying?
You will pay. Once the person died in some of the hospitals around Liberia, we know you will pay that money. When I say you pay that money before they get the debt back. So at time, if you go around the lobby to get the money, before you take the body from the hospital to the place you carry it already spoiled. It starts smelling. When you carry it out, you go to you put it there.
But
our own people.
What are you paying the money for?
Some of the hospitals, the person will be undergoing medical treatment and it pass off in the hospital. Probably maybe you paying $10 per night, including the medicine and other things. It will go around like $20 per day. It provided the medicine they offer it. So if the person spend 1 or 2 weeks in some of the hospital, they die, they do the calculation. They will tell you to pay the money, the bill. That person, that dead body will be in some of the morgue, in the hospital, in the very hospital. You pay the money. You pay the money, they can't get rid of you. And at 1 or 2 weeks you're looking for the money, you have to pay that money. If you don't have money, you get patient. At times there are some hospitals in Moravia, you take patient there. Once you don't have money, you tell you there's no hospital bed. But when you get money, the moment you enter the hospital, the bed will come, medication will start immediately. But before you reach that set of connection already, so yeah, so person coming. But once you don't have money, there's a hospital, you go there and say there's no hospital bed. Even to take care of the patient you carrying, that one are trouble. Y'all will see the outside. Nurses will be on shift. You talking to them, somebody they ain't get time. Once you don't have money. So we ourselves, the Liberian people, we respect one another. Once you don't have money, Mr. Khan, some of the hospitals around, who witnesses, some are all been affected from it. We know it. So how the people operating here?
Wow. Mabel, so imagine putting yourself in the situation, because I'm trying to put it on you because you are one of also, I don't want to set an example on somebody else. Imagine you have your family, your son, your daughter, or your pregnant wife to the hospital in labor, and they refuse to attend to her until you pay money. And you don't have money. Imagine that shit. You're not working. How does that feel? Maybe can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Kade, the frustrating thing about it is that even some of the hospitals, you will go there, carry your patient, they will do all the tests. At the end of the day, for the doctor to come out and say, "Oh, this is the problem your relative is facing," some of them will remain quiet until the person passes. Even if the person died, they will not tell you the cause of the death. You will pay all the money, even if they know that the person will not survive. They tell you, say, "Oh, brother, there's no need to waste your time on the person or do they want carry the person home." They will keep the person in the hospital to collect the money. You will pay. You won't pay the money. You can't get out there by the outside.
Lauren, before I go to Melbourne, I was asking you this question when you were talking earlier, but you maybe didn't grab the question. Why you pay the money for before somebody? Because your person died already. Why are you paying the money to them for?
The first thing they will tell you, the person will undergo medical treatment at the facility. So they will calculate the bill you have to pay. The time the person was there for, you have to pay. So you pay, they will not get it there money.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So, Sekou, thank you. I like the kind of topic. For the topic is so interesting, and I hope and pray maybe we'll just take one day on it instead of just opening the mind and say what's on your mind. So, indeed, you just said there are a lot of things happening, especially when it comes to our health sector. My YouTube, we will be looking at both sides because our nurses. Let me just say this. They go through a lot. That's just both sides. But with the issue of corruption, I think sometimes the reason why some of these things are happening, I think is on the part of the leadership, because when the leadership is weak, when the governance system is weak, mind you though, everybody will start eating either from the top. Like that medicine thing that you're talking about where the World Health Organization or UNDP or other partners give free medications. All the free medication will not just lift from the storeroom just like that. Either the ministers, the directors, or all these people that are responsible, they know exactly what they are getting. And like, for example, you, my boss, I'm working with you, and you maybe you are going to benefit about almost close to 100 or maybe 200,000 worth of drugs, and you say maybe you can take your 25,000. So that's just how the system look. Everyone have their own hospital or clinics, and all of these hospitals or clinics that are owned by all of these health workers, they are all moving very wrong. Then what happened? Like, for example, you, Sekou, on the side, you have good intention. Maybe you want to build your own clinic and your own hospital. Now, you will begin to struggle. Government and other partners who are also working, or maybe those that are working in the government, especially for the health sector, they're going to struggle to let you that doing the private thing, that want to be strict. Let me be frank. Some of us will sit here and we are observing all of these things. Subsidies are now going to some of the private clinics or hospital owners. They are struggling and they are paying wages. So for me, I want to look at this thing both sides, because there are other government entities or maybe hospitals or clinics where by right is supposed to be equipped with medications. But when you go there, no medicine, nothing there. Everything that they what? Now, for example, Sekou, the head of Dupo Road Health Center. Sekou, every month you receive supply. Then at the end of the day, Melbourne go for checkup. He said, no machine, the thing, in fact, no battery inside, no this. After maybe I finished doing my checkup, then he said, okay, Melbourne, The other drugs that we not get it yet, but we can maybe show you area that the drugs can be found. So how can you manage to know that the drugs it is important, but the drugs it come from?
Maybe when you say
Yeah.
drugs, I want you to say medicine.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Indeed, medicine.
Drugs now, everybody can confuse.
Yes, indeed. So medicine.
Kush.
Yeah. Even that was in our news not too long without drugs, and you talk about it. Said I don't know one zombie, another new one that my brother let me just call. It just looks
So
terrible.
Jowia invented Kush, and then Jodobaga
Kush,
invented zombie.
well, zombie, and I don't say the other thing too. I'm familiar. No, that because you don't do it. That is different.
Joe Boy invented solar panel. Jowia invented.
So, that is the serious national issues. Let me be frank. And corruption, Sekou, what are you like? You know, you just said everything. Liberia is highly corrupt. Let me be frank. From the top there, up to even to the name one in the market. Forget, go back and just forget about your change and see whether somebody will give a change to you. There's no sincerity. You know, it's just good people none and there. It's very, very difficult.
Maybe one of the sisters just said that something happened to one of their family members that went to complain to the police. The police, imagine police telling you they don't have pen and paper to write a complaint.
Mr. Karen, remember, you know one of the worst thing. You know one of the worst thing. If you get better and the woman is going to give birth, there are some of the government clinic around the country. You have to carry glove. They will just say no glove. You have to package. Oh yeah, yeah. You buy glove. You buy glove is a
But Sekou, even the one Lauren just said, or in fact, glove, I think is a listing. But they want you to even buy fuel oil to be able to start the machine. The place is dark. They tell you to buy fuel oil so that we can put the machine on. Or else we'll not work.
All the money they can put in the budget for all those what they can do it for?
They were for me when the former U.S. ambassador, is that McCarthy? When McCarthy said that this country is corrupt to the extent that all of the funding, the money they've been putting into this and that, especially for our health center, nothing they could see, and that's true. No, Sekou is frustrated. Let me be frank. When we say it, some of our brothers who feel that maybe they are supporting other people, they don't want to just be insulted, but it's frustrating. That even at night, you don't have a police officer. Let me tell you to where I live, Dupero. Checkpoints come on, or in fact, they put the checkpoints by 10 o'clock. For who? For motorcyclists. By the time it reach 12, 1 o'clock, checkpoint gone.
So checkpoint gone. Collect money is not for safety or
nothing. Nothing. So what kind of country that we just find ourselves in? So that the kind of thing. Thank you for
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mabel. Monk is still not available. Then we'll go to the line in Liberia. Monk, are you available now?
Yeah, I'm available. I'm here.
How you doing, sir?
Not much. I'm just listening to the guys in Liberia giving all the rundown.
Anything on your mind?
Well, for me, the one thing that's on my mind is the whole issue of these drugs. Not as in the case of healthcare, but the street drugs. You see, we tell people all the time, you can be optimistic about the future of Liberia all you want, but at the end of the day, they get something called pragmatism. The reality is the reality. The truth are there. Liberia is a failed state. Liberia is not going anywhere anytime soon in our lifetime. There can be corruption in the society, but still a society can operate at a certain level. In the case of Liberia, every fundamental institution is broken down. So to expect that we are going to do better is wishful thinking. You see, the thing about the drugs, it's not only the people that it affects the future of the country. Liberia do have one of the youngest population on the continent of Africa. That almost 2/3 of our population between the ages of, let's say, 15 to mid to upper 30s. If you got a whole generation of Liberians that is being affected by these illegal drugs, how can you then make the case that Liberia will make progress in society? Because you're looking at, and I tell people, the life expectancy, like the situation where Melbourne and Lauren just gave, that's how people calculate life expectancy. Healthcare deliverable. You're talking about somebody asking you for gloves before you can deliver a pregnant woman. People putting your life on hold because of money. You got people that call themselves medical professionals that cannot even diagnose you. It's almost like you take a car to the mechanic shop. How can your mechanic help you when he cannot even tell you exactly what happened to your car? The first thing, they say a problem that is diagnosed is half solved. When you go to a healthcare facility, once they diagnose your problem, you know you are halfway there. Because why it's needed now is just the treatment and the medication to make you to get to 100%. But if somebody cannot even tell you, just because they don't have the training, the skill set, the machines that they need, the drugs, if they cannot even tell you why it's happening to you, then you mean you are halfway there. That's why the life expectancy in Liberia is 60.7 years on average. So I see people in Liberia, you look at a man, you're mid 40 talking about your youth. All that, bro, you are less than 15 years away from the grave. You're calling yourself a youth. You're talking about the life expectancy in the country to be 60.7 years. Well, let's just say 61 if you want to round it up. And you in your mid 40, you are closer to the grave. And how this thing come about? Poor deliverables in healthcare. You don't have equipment, you don't have drugs, people stealing the drugs. You get our international partners talking about most of the drugs they allocated or pay for that they procure, they have been stolen. The people who they brought the drugs for, they are not getting it. So the question you keep asking yourself, how do you fix the problem in Liberia if everything and everywhere is broken? It cannot happen. It's not going to happen in my lifetime. I'm telling you, I know it. It's just the reality. You see, this guy, former president of the United States, the late JFK, you know, he said in one of his speeches, he said, a society that cannot provide for the many who are poor won't be able to protect the few that are rich. If you don't help to make people live better, even people that tend to be doing better, they are rich. And that's what's happening in Liberia. You bring a lawmaker, you bring people in the private sector, the public sector, they steal from the very same people they should be helping. The people who are being affected, they cheer them on, they vote tribal land, they vote on sentiments, they vote seniority politics. You take the politics outside, it's not still going to help the situation. A matter of fact, if the person that is being abused is cheering on those guys that are abusing it, the question is then just forget about the country. You know, one of my big sisters, I won't call her name, she always talk about being optimistic and that we shouldn't bring the country down and we can't give up. I like my sister, when you are waging a war, you got expectations, you got to end it, you got to make sure you can wage a war and win a war. If you keep telling us that we just keep advocating and just keep talking and you're not seeing nothing changing on the ground, how long will you continue advocating for? Because I know when you put your energy beyond something, you want to see a result. You look at a country that's on like a hamster wheel, that is not making progress in any way, shape, or form. Your years are going by. Your time is being diminished on this planet because every day you wake up from bed, it means you are much closer to your grave because life is a finite resource. You are not here forever. You got a particular time to spend on this planet. So I'm not going to waste 25 or 30 years of my life just fighting for something that I know I won't be there. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. So the question is, when you do all the analysis, when you do all your calculation, whether it's economically, whether it's from a social standpoint, at the end of the day, you don't see a clear path from Liberia. Maybe in my early 40s, 20 years from now, I will not be someone who will be actually way active in the workforce. If you are telling me the people that we should be making investment into, the people that are in their 20s and early 30s are supposed to be the next workforce for Liberia, if they are on the streets, sleeping in graveyard, taking drugs, how can you tell me that 30 years from now Liberia will be better? Who's supposed to make Liberia better when the people who will supposed to be making the deposit into their life, making a down payment into the future that will replace us, they themselves, they are even worse off than the generation ahead of them. And you want to tell me that the country will do better? That's wishful thinking. That blind optimism is not possible. It's a waste of time. We will talk at a certain point in time. Our advocacy now in talking is almost like for entertainment purposes because it's not even changing the dynamics. You know, every 6 years, the same thing repeat, no great leadership, no vision, nothing to turn the table. And all these things you talk about, police being corrupt, healthcare worker being corrupt, where it starts from? It starts from the top. Because when you have great leadership, you start changing society. The moment people start saying those at the top,
That's the point.
it will trickle down. That's why Ronald Reagan called it trickle-down effect. When you set standard from the top, even the man that is not in line, he will find a way to get in line. That's just how society operates. People tend to look at those at the top, but the people at the top, they're not even thinking in that direction. So, my brother, we'll just be here for, like I said, entertainment purposes, but at the end of the day, it's a waste of time and a waste of effort. You can be optimistic, you can be wishful, you can do everything you want to do. You can raise your standard at the end of the day. There is something called perception and there is something called reality. The reality suggests that Liberia in the next generation, or maybe after, it's not going anywhere. That's why I think.
So before we go to the line, where are the fake people that started cleaning the street when Joseph Boakai was elected? Are they in power? Are they doing it right now? They started doing it when they were not in power, nothing. Or they were just doing it to present themselves, for application to present the application that they want to work for the government. But are they still doing it? Maybe what's saying like are they still cleaning up the street like they were doing it?
I think I guess post-election euphoria.
It's
done.
So, President Monjon knew everything, and thank you for that brilliant question. I think, thank God that someone already called in, but it's quite frustrating that you say President we are dead, or former President we are, dead in the streets and so on. But how many kind of people are we? But Segu, nothing. The same thing. Still continue.
All right. So, unless among enemy, maybe in what's his name? Lawrence have something to say other than that. I think we should open the line.
Yeah, let's hear from our people.
Since this is open mic, let's have our people involved in Liberia, and then we can open the line in studio after we take some calls in Liberia.
Okay. Let me see from my end here. 0778 25 50 50. 086 02 1302. What's on your mind you want to talk about? This is the SK TV show right here. We coming to you live. This caller is on the phone lines. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay. And where you come from?
Okay, I'm Eric Davidson. I call you from Bon County, the civil Sanaya district.
You call me from Sanaya district?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's hear you, Chief. What's on your mind?
Okay, the guest in studio over there talking about the application will not go anywhere because there is no change. They talk, and there's no change. But there's one thing I believe is a problem for there being no change. If you're talking, you're not telling the people how you think they can be able to work on things. But every time you criticize, you're not bringing up any policy, you're not bringing up anything. Like you think the people can be able to go back to this things better. Okay, found by our senior boys, this money in Liberia. The Ministry of Land and Mine gives certificate to people to go and just do anything. They're not following up. I believe the government of the Republic of Liberia can do the certificate and everything that they get from the mining sector should be brought to the same Ministry of Land and Mine so that they can be able to buy it and set price for it instead of just letting it go that way. And that also can build up the economy of the Republic of Liberia. But you guys just go out there and talk, criticize, you're not bringing out anything up good that can give direction to the government. How you think this will be changing?
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you for making your point from Sanaya district number 7, Bon County. 0778 25 50 50. 0886 02 1302. Those are the numbers you can call this evening and be part of the show. This caller is on the phone line. Good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you come from?
I'm for Camara Junior Party for Blackman.
I hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I was just following the discussion. Actually, I was just following the discussion. The discussion so interesting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The Bureau.
You may not start talking, you may eating. I see that talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Food our eyes. And depending You understand? We don't understand what is going on. Everything upside down. We don't really know what we are doing.
Okay. My brother, thank you. You make your point. Thank you. Thank you. 077-825-5050, 086-02-1302, 077-825-5050. This caller is on the phone lines. Good evening. Yeah, where you come from?
I'm Emmanuel Fala, calling from the bypass.
You call from Capital Bypass.
Yeah. Thank you for your contribution, and I want to give back for purpose of truck business discussion about. I wanted to give my idea in, but this truck business, of course, drugs cannot finish in any country. All countries drugs cannot get, but it can reduce. But the manner of fact that we are looking for the drug, and the other people there, they are seeing it, but they can't talk. When you go Nana, brother, in Lokita, they sitting in Texas, they are selling drugs. They play with my grandma's baby. Yeah, they are selling drugs there every night. They damaging the horse, my mother horse, because she ain't zero. But they can put it on it at the end of the store, everything. None of that confused hard. It was just, okay, Jenny, I can be able to take something to sell it from us. So, they push business to me, I want to tell that people that are bringing this, you know, nobody. But when they combine to check that people look for them, and they hardly we take them with them. You will not see the other one. But when we go looking for the other people then going again to look for another one to bring it. The other people give it another idea. What? How will stop this thing? Any president that get in power want to criticize about that president. And the Bible teach us to say that anyone be your leader who got to respect. If you wish God be whatsoever who got to respect. But we're not respecting the elders and we're not respecting even your mother or you're not respecting it. How we're able to respect the country? Look at our flag. Anywhere you go, our flag is supposed to be represented, but you cannot see flag up. All that one are damaging the country. Then now when you look at the other flags to the police station, everything tear. They don't care to replace. Brother, I don't know what was do for that one.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. 077-825-5050, 086-02-1302, 077-825-5050, 086-02-1302. Those are the numbers you can call this evening and be part of the show. Better police people play.
You have calls?
Yeah, caller is on the line. Good evening, your name, where you come from?
Okay, this is from
You say your name? Oh, Josiah Tia, calling from Bon Mines.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that you, Chief.
So I just making sure, you know, the university people, they will effect for 6 years and opposition will stop for 6 years. So that's all. That's what I want to say.
Thank you. Let me see who is online too. His voice is gone off. Okay, this caller. Hello. Your name, where you come from? Hello. Tuba. Let me see. This caller. Hello. Yeah, your name, where you come from? Your name again? That you, Chief. Go ahead.
All these points guys are focused on from Liberia to rethink and make sure that we put ourselves in order and we get away from this. Because as it relates to the drugs, we are people in the schools. Sometimes when you go to check on the guys, you see that the children don't have to carry drugs in schools. And one of the schools out in Conway that I was there 2 years ago, this guy was drugs, and the teacher wanted to talk to him. He started to take medicine, we started to do that. So automatically, we get studied and we call it for the police. But nothing is being done. So I was thinking, what I was better saying, we should start for our leaders out there. When you do something, you say about it and get that starting decision. And everybody sees those things happening in order, everybody in order, but none is being done.
Okay.
What they call TFI, they will rethink and
Thank you, my brother. You make a point. Let me see. This person is online too. Okay, I love this caller 0778 25 50 50. Speak your mind. 086 02 1302. Speak your mind this evening on the SKTV show right here. This caller. Hello. I'm okay. Your name, where you come from? Your name? Okay, there hear you.
My brother, the president is serious. The president is a proper president because what? The president saw signing the Senate Trump. Don't tell me I know fuck the Trump.
Hey, my man, you got proof of what you say?
Yes.
You don't have to go that route, Chief.
That's what Senator signed that. What about spend? No spend. Ghana will go there, open that you see. So we're not on the White House. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this caller. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. And where you come from?
I'm Joseph.
You call from Lofa, Vonjama City. Let me hear you, Chief.
Okay. I want to show what you would say. I appreciate it so much. To really be found with what you would say is just proof. No lie. Let me put it that way. No lie. Even now, as it's speaking, when you just carry your charge, I said, the last time I went to the hospital, very much the way hospital. I went to the hospital. I was doing I'm carrying my daughter. My daughter was on like going off. They needed to put O2 which is the oxygen. That night, they said I want to get PO. When you not get PO, but they not get out. That was the other thing. I don't go past all around. You got 2 days of PO. So I can bring it in the store. And after that, when we got from the argument, what I said, just to pull the generator home. That's another argument again. The German has only put the generator, that meant only left to go home to bed. You and I wrong. How? When the generator got home, when he's the one that's supposed to put the generator in, he had a key for the generator room. And then allowed the woman to make it and go look for the key for view. What? Is that wickedness? That's wickedness? Because people are pregnant, especially women that are pregnant. Because before you get pregnant, you will be prepared for it. You will get the one, you get the one. You get everything will be online. When you go in, it will be for your wife.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, man. This caller, let me see who is online too. Hello, your name, where you come from? Hello?
Hello.
Your name, yeah, your name, where you come from?
My name is Tom Peter.
There, yeah, you. Hey, bro.
Hello? I said my name is Tom Peter and I'm joining for this.
My man, behind you noisy, man. Find a book error. Oh, too bad. 077 825 5050. 086 02 1302. 0778 25 5050. 086 02 1302. Those are the numbers you can call this evening and be part of the show right here on the SKTV. What's on your mind? You want to talk about? Hello? Hello? Good evening. Okay, this person 086 02 1302 0778 25 50 50. You can call this evening. This caller. Hello.
Hello?
Your name, where you come from?
My name is Manuel.
You come from Grand Bassal. I hear you.
Yeah, brother. Thank you very much for this topic. See, Governor Hospital, all we got in problem in Liberia. I'm one of the victims. And when I am in the for 27 years, then you mark for all of the for full medication, she needs that down. So, before then, when you go there, trying to put the women in, oh, it is not good. They mark It's wrong. So we may the most exact one, the clear one, let's do more. Everybody coming outside the channel, to get outside.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, man. You make your point, brother. I know how you're feeling about the situation, but that's it. This is Liberia. We moving forward, backward, never. This caller is on the phone line. Hello, Yanni, where you come from?
So we just take a few more and then we take some calls from the diaspora.
Okay, Yanni, where you come from? You come from Kakata, Margibi County. Let hear you. Go ahead. Let hear you, Chief.
I don't know that we are ready for resolving this conflict. Are we ready to resolve this conflict?
Okay, my brother. Thank you.
We are not ready to resolve this conflict. Everybody now has to resolve. We got money here.
Okay.
But you know what? Somebody put there and put the point of our money go there. How will we move? We can't go anywhere.
Thank you, my brother. I'll take one more person and go straight to Mr. Connor in the US to take calls from our end of the word. Yeah. The last person, 0778 25 50 50. 086 02 1302. The last person to call in. Let me see. Well, Mr. Connor, you can take call from that end of the word that we have our people too from that side. Okay, I think somebody is here. Let me see what I can squeeze this person in. Okay, this person. Hello? Hello? Yeah, name where you come from?
I'm calling from the plantation Bombay.
You come from Tottenham, Bombay County. Let hear you.
I'm calling from the plantation Bombay County.
Okay, let hear you.
Okay, let me say thank you very much for the show. May I appreciate you. I'm a victim when it comes to medical issues we're discussing, and I'm not people set the business. I may not be a strong supporters of President Joseph Imam Wakai. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We hear you. Go ahead.
I'm not a supporter of him, but like that just spoke, every government becomes our government. I listen to the show almost every day, almost you go with press everything that is in the city and how the world can run and move forward. The major problem with the issue of the health is derived from we the same citizens. We cry on government for job, we cry on government for assistance in the country, and they will give us the job. When we occupy our positions and we deny our own people the opportunity to supply. I'm a victim of GFK. I took patients there before and I know what I went through. So the issue of the drugs or the Medicaid for Bureau Hospital, government just need to put strategy in place to change the issue of people taking the drugs and putting in their facility. And buying the public facility, people are paying their high-end taxes to government to generate revenue so that government will provide a subsidy and put there, Bureau Hospital for a purpose that our citizens can get medical assistance. So like you just said, we pray that we put no policies and measures in place that at least it will rise that everyone wants it. Thank you very much for the topic of discussion, and I pray that what you people saying, government will listen to it and make sure you can and do what is right. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Kane, it's all yours from that end. You can take calls from that end.
Yeah, you did marvelously well. I think this deserves our commendation. We really, really commend you and Mabel and our crew there in Liberia for making sure that our people, voices are heard. Let's take the first caller here. And this caller is from Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm not sure. Caller, what is your name?
Yeah, hi. Mr. Kane, how you doing? This Mama Saka. How are you?
Mama Saka, how? Yeah, welcome. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Yeah, I listened to the topic on the discussion, open mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes to like drug issue, there's too many situations that we really need to look at, more especially when it comes to our politicians. Because the health sector, let's look at the health sector. If the people go to put money in the bill for health sector, they don't look at the financial strength of our people, what they are facing when it comes to health, business in Liberia. But they will look at the budget and then not putting good money into the budget, and then now looking at private hospitals to even say, okay, we will empower them with maybe 5% of the budget so that our citizens can be assisted in so many ways. You understand? So then let's move to the drug issue. The drug issue, it has to do with a lot of our children back home. When our children are not thinking of their future, like Milburn always say, because the electorate in our country, they don't sit down and think, am I voting for the person the right way or am I voting for the person the wrong way? But they always sit and say, oh, I love this person individually and vote them into power. Looking down the right way, they don't think that out. So there's too many things. Even one of the callers just called right now that you guys sit on the radio, no advocacies and stuff and things. So how are you guys going to sit and advocate for them? They're hearing it, but sometimes they debunk you at all times. So I don't have much to say, but I've always been listening to the radio, and then we'll be coming in once in a while, even though we all live in the Western world. But our people need to travel and experience the law and order and the rule and order of our country before it can be governed.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for the show, and have a blessed day.
Of course. Thank you so much. So, caller, what is your name and where you calling from? This is the person on the WhatsApp line. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. SKTV, how you doing?
This is Mark from Sweden. Good evening, brother.
Mark from Sweden. Go ahead.
There's something about the drug business in Liberia, right? And I said this to my political leader one time, and he was in support of it. One thing or two things that can deter these drug traffickers from destroying the future generation of that country is capital punishment. Two ways. Either death sentence or lifetime imprisonment. And the reason where you find countries like Saudi Arabia, Singapore, one of the most civilized and democratic countries in Asia, you find Malaysia, you find Thailand. There's a reason these countries, they have this kind of a hard punishment on drugs trafficking. And the reason is to deter drugs trafficker. Once you don't have any kind of a law to deter these people from drugs trafficking, they will continue with this habit and they will infest even the people that make the political decision in the country. As I heard one of the callers say, oh, allegedly, the president's son is involved. So the first branch of government need to take serious action, either by introducing some kind of a hard punishment, not be 5 years something and go and build out. Drug trafficking should be no bail out sentence in the country if someone is sentenced to prison. Some hard punishment need to take place, Brother, or else we're going to be singing a song from one president to another and nothing is being done. The first branch of government need to step up. That's what need to happen, Brother Sekou.
Thank you so much.
Come to the top worker. That's why Mr. Cummings advocate for better pay in the country to civil servants. If these people were good pay, better pay, I don't think they would be engaged in stealing the drugs from the hospitals or whatsoever to go and sell. Because they got to take something home to their family. At the end of the day, their salary is not on time. But Liberian people, they rejected such a good person. So we're going to continue this thing here until the first branch of government step up. Better say go.
Thank you so much.
And the federal who criticizing y'all, I don't know what they want y'all to do for you to turn to musician. Every day, the month, you're coming up with ideas and stuff. But nobody's listening. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. You know, what is amusing about today's show, when we're in Liberia, we were hearing from people across the country, from Bon County to Vonjama to Grand Basso to Bomi from Montserrat, almost everywhere in the country. Now we are here, we're hearing people now from Sweden, from across the United States, from everywhere. So let's get to the caller here. The person being on hold for a while now. 401 number, last 4 digits 7669. What is your name and where you calling from? Please limit it to 30 seconds or 1 minute so we can have a few people. We're about to leave the radio now. Hello? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather.
You good?
Well, I was listening to you guys. You were talking about we don't have love for each other. This is B calling from Rhode Island, actually. What you guys saying, it is so true. I was saying to somebody the other day, I say our major problem is we don't have love for each other. And just to speed this up, you have a president sitting right now. When you take over a country, you focus on what's really affecting the country right away. What's the state of emergency right now? DMV, there's so much going on, fire disaster, increase of prices, LEC, and you name it. And then you put a bunch of entourage behind you. You all came over here using taxpayer money and leaving the citizen. And then when you sit and they say, oh, it's too soon. It's not about too soon. But get the citizen where you are going with your plan, where your vision. Everything is all over the place. Access recovery, you can't hear about it no more. One of this, it's just all over the place. At least give we the citizen your idea where you're going. What kind of issue is affecting the country right now? And when you look at it, it's just so sad. It seems like they're on a country like George, we are pro mouth that we're about to see. Thank you.
Thank you. Call our 763 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, Mr. Connie. This is Elvis calling from Minnesota.
Elvis, go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Look, I think the problem with the country is a lack of money. Like everybody has been propounding and giving good ideas on how to fight drugs. But the reality is, if you don't have money to pay the drug enforcers, to get more drug enforcement people on the force, because fighting drugs is also intelligence. You have to have people who are savvy enough to detect, entry points into our country, to do a lot of work. It's a lot of money. Our health sector, the same issue: lack of money, lack of proper training. All of those things are the things that suffer our people in our country. So this government, if they want to succeed, they have to find innovative ways to raise money and then to train people adequately or even, efficiently to do the work of the Liberian people. I always say Joseph Boyka will see the same struggle as President Weah, and perhaps the president who will come after President Boyka will see similar struggles. The issue is money. Money solves a lot of problems, Mr. Connie. I'm sure yourself you know that.
Yeah, but let me say this to you though. There are a lot of allegations about those that are fighting the drugs. Those are supposed to be fighting to alleviate drugs, from the country. Some of them being accused of using the agency for money making. Instead of they been fighting, but they want the drug thing to continue, so as they make more money from the main people that are bringing the drugs, and then they're on the street arresting the consumer. But then at the same time taking money from the main people, the main architects of the drug cartel, but at the same time they will go on the street acting like they're working and then arresting, a few consignment here and there, but at the same time they're taking money from the people. They want the process to continue, but they use, instead of taking it seriously, arresting the right people, leading to the main provider, they're not doing that. They've been accused of taking money from drug dealers, the main dealers, and then just carry on some kind of showmanship on the consumer on the street. What do you make of that?
Look, you're right? But again, it's not a problem that is unique to Liberia. We see it in this very country. We saw DEA agents who are on the payroll of the Sinaloa cartel from Mexico. See? In this very country, we see people who get paid on a monthly basis at the border, to allow drug smugglers to bring drugs into the country through Texas. So this is a human vice. It's a human weakness when it comes to corruption, and that's why, again, you have to be able to weed these people out. But you need better people who will be able to investigate and know who the bad apples are, embarrass them, disrobe them, and make them an example to the people in the DA force. But it's not unique to Liberia. Happening in almost every country where you will have you saw it with Abakari in Nigeria. The top cop in that country was caught for working with one of the biggest scammer, Hush Puppy. So we'll see law enforcement agents who themselves are being compromised or are actually complicit in the crime that they're trying to fight. So it's not unique to our country. But again, this president needs to raise more money, train more people in order to combat the enormous problem we have in our country. But thank you for taking my call, Mr. Kane. I appreciate the show watching.
Anytime, my brother. Thank you so much. So let's go to the line here. This one it looks like Brookable Power, but I'm not too sure. Hello, caller, 202 number. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Get me now?
You're live.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the show. Brookable Power.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, I feel for our people. I feel for the commoner. And I'm still saying that they are not the cause of this issue that's happening. But when people classify them to be like they don't know why it's happening, it's that one missing all they talking all the time on the air. Even the foreign country that have all the security just is still entering the country. But when people get a media authority, this is what small get away with. We are not saying now they don't bring the drugs in as well. Now, what is happening in our country now? You have new drugs in less than 100 days. There was new drugs in our country that entered in the country. So what are they playing? How do you drug and manage to enter the country?
Yeah.
No. They get paid. The reason that some of the politicians leaving the country to go to outside the country to go to the hospital is not because drugs not in that country. But it's even that they are political. So people not trust them. That's why you see people leaving the country to go to play the whole treatment. They just from before time to time. They die on it. All the jobs they going to the hospital, they then taking the job. They get one hospital. That the president every time. They all the United Nations, they all the NGO which will bring education in our country. But still, we go to the hospital, we have to one piece of jobs. This is not one thing. This is something that's started for long to take it from us. It's difficult. Politicians have an issue, they say have an issue. The people that they are not any politicians, that are certain politicians, they have issues.
Thank you.
But what we look at is only a politician. The politician has issue, but the same thing they said they're not correct. So this issue that happened in our country is something that we will talk about. But because of group of people cannot say the other person is not correct, the whole thing that happened in our country for 176 years, it just went on one person, just because he wanted to come out of the power. And now what happened now? So the one power and say, okay, say the power is not causing it. Everything that happened now is they all causing it. You saw carrying place and change the system. The hospitals, you have medication in the hospital for now. But
Thank you.
2 days now. There should be hospital, medicine in the hospital. So if you're not there, what's it for that?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Brookable Power. Thank you for your Monk and Mayborn and Lawrence, I think we're gonna we have decided the last time that we're gonna actually work with the time.
Yeah, with the time frame
in Liberia. We don't want to. When we close. So when the radio is closing, we will just close the show. We'll try to start on time every day, but when we got to go, we got to go. This will be the last caller, and then we'll call it a day. Ben, you're the last caller. Welcome.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I just want to, anyway, this is the Undercover TV, Ben from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I just wanted to speak a little bit about the drug issue. I listened to the other brother who said that to use those strict measures to provide strict punishment that would deter people from the drugs issue. I want that brother to understand that the issue about drugs it's more chemical than it is physical. So what you see happening is what we see on the outside is the smallest part of the damage that has been done to people in their brain. So the chemical part of their brain that the drug actually hold on. You can't. There's no punishment that will actually stop it. You need medication to reverse what has happened. So no matter what kind of punishment, you think a punishment could really solve the problems in America?
But respect your relationship.
Nobody will still be on drugs in America. That's why most countries now are changing these drastic measures and they're going more into treatment. And one country that has had something has been Portugal. I'm like, no, we're not going to criminalize, poor criminals, or rather we're going to treat them. But again, it boils down to what the last caller said, money. Like, really, we do not have that money. So our problem is even going to get bigger and get worse than it is. But the physical, doing things for people put them in jail, it's not going to help. The problem is in the brain. It's way chemical than it is. So maybe one day we'll have time, we'll talk about that. But as for now, this is it, man. We need money to change the system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you very much. So before we leave, I just want to acknowledge somebody. While we're on the show, somebody contributed to SKTV, even though the person didn't tell me to announce it. But we are accustomed to that. That's what we do here on SKTV. We may not violate your right to call your name if you don't want us to call your name, but we will announce your generosity to our people to appreciate you as well. This person, the first name is Henry. Henry, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate your support to SKTV. The person sent $100 to SKTV, and the person always.
That's great.
Yeah, the person will support SKTV. They don't wait for, Friday. they don't actually go bad. We are making announcement for support. They always.
He made a generous contribution.
Yeah, always chip in here and there. And the minimum this person sent to SKTV is $100. This person been sending us sometime 200, 300, 500.
Wow.
Yeah, and every time they do, we announce it here. And we didn't know the person first. Then we dig deeper and we identify the person. We spoke to the person in the back. The person said, "No, I'm okay. You don't have to call my name. I'm just supporting you guys because I love you, what you guys do for Liberia. And I want to encourage you guys to continue." Yeah, so that's how much this person is being supportive of SKTV. So when they donate something, we have a lot of good people here as well who also, been helping SKTV behind the scene without their name being called. They always say, some of them, they will say no first name, so there's no name at all. Sometimes they will say that. We know them, and they are very, very important to us. So I don't know, maybe them go carry on their thing down. They maybe will not say anything else. Monk, you have anything to say before we go?
Yeah, just before we leave the radio and before we can go.
Yeah, so quickly, maybe a month before you come, sorry, I've been following, and let me say thanks to all of you for for the brilliant show today, especially talking about some of the issues that are affecting us as people. And once upon a time, Seko commented, but maybe like sometimes when we're talking the issues, our people, it can really go into them, and that's just a fact. And I hope and pray that we'll continue with this. Sometimes we just leave because the politicians use this thing because our people, they couldn't forget. So the politicians use this thing as a way of exploiting them, because after a few months from now on, they'll forget. And you're going to see someone in the street again to be talking about vote for Sekou, vote for President Monk, forgetting to know that once upon a time, Sekou and President Monk, well, people that that are not doing well for them. Well, again, that's the country, and we got to really talk, and talk. That's our work. And even though some of them they will not, maybe they will not agree, or they will not like what we be saying, but indeed that's just the fact. So thanks to you, and thanks to President Monk, and thanks to our followers. Indeed, the drugs issue. I hope and pray that maybe tomorrow also we're going to go deeper into it because it's really catching, and there are a lot of attention also being given it. So thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, Mabel.
Yep. You know, Sekou is kind of a mind-boggling. Our people, you can tell that they are very, very disappointed that they are hurt. They are just not willing to express it, but you can hear it in their verse. They don't have to say it. You can just figure it out. They call on the show telling, oh, you guys just criticize. You don't want to give solution. We give solution on the show all the time.
Every day.
But you cannot think past your feelings. So no matter how many solutions we try to proffer, you would not accept it or suggestion. Sekou, Liberia is older than the average country in Liberia by 110 years on average of all
average country in Africa.
Yeah, in Africa on the continent. If we cannot even address fundamental issue in Liberia and we're only compounding it with drugs and the destruction of future generation, how do you even make the case that we'll do better? You know, I can remember even Chairman myself, we talked about this stuff before back in the days. Liberia had one opportunity. You know, when after World War II, when they founded the United Nations, they came up with something they call trusteeship. When a country is broken down and every institution is broken down, the United Nations step in to take a leading role to build certain institutions before they can hand power over to that country to govern themselves. Since 2003, I got an article, apparently we'll read it on the show tomorrow. We were presented an opportunity at the Accra Peace Accord in 2003 when George W. Bush was on the record saying that Liberia is a failed state. At the time, the UN ambassador to Liberia was Jack Klein. Bush said he never wanted to take over another country and create the idea of colonization. You know what Jack Klein's response was? You got so many historical ties to this country that you consider to be a failed state, so you got to take an above face on the idea that the United Nations Supervised Administration should take over Liberia after some time to build institutions in the country and then turn the country back over. But guess what? Our politicians refused those ideas. And guess what? 21 years later, we are even worse off than what we were. So this whole idea that people don't give idea or people don't give solution or people don't give recommendation, it's a lie. That's why we tell you when election time comes around, it's not about jumping in the street and dancing. You only got one chance to make a lasting impression. The moment you cast that ballot paper, you are in it for 6 years. And for you, we keep asking you, you keep going to election. Yeah, your political leader might win. Your political party might win. But the question is Liberia winning? And that seems to be the problem. Liberia is not winning and you keep getting worse and worse. We said it before. There were countries that went through that process. East Timor and Indonesia went on that thing. Kosovo went on a trusteeship that you got to build institution in the country, whether it's healthcare, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's the justice system, whether it's business law, business taxes. There are things that you would do that would tell you that a country is about to make progress, and you cannot see one happening in Liberia. So you can complain all you want, but at the end of the day, we'll keep telling you for what it is, and you can accuse SKTV all you want, but the reality are there. Your life is getting worse. You know it. I know it. The only difference is you are not willing to say it because of political reason. And SKTV can come here and say it every day. That's why you are mad, talking about we don't proffer solution. That's the problem with you. You don't want to agree. For us, we have accepted, in spite of our political differences, that the country is getting worse off every single year. But for you, no. You who live it, that see it every day, you just don't want to accept the fact that Liberia is a failed state, and that's the problem. Thank you, Sekou. That's my parting comment for the day.
That's very, very powerful. Thank you so much, Monk. And then to all of our followers, well-wishers, and listeners, I want to say thank you to all of you for supporting SKTV. Monk, just hold on 1 second. Let me answer this question. It's very important before we end the show, okay? I'm going to mute myself.
Sekou, you are muted.
I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm about to leave now, but I receive a call, and this call is coming from Africa. So
Yep, let's take it.
I will call the person back, but I just needed to just answer the call and then say I'm on the show. So, but yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you for sticking around with us. Yeah, we want to make sure we stick to the time frame in this time around. You know, whatever time that is available to us, we use that wisely and communicate the needed information, and we'll call it a day. So thank you all. Like this brother, Henry Day, you don't have to wait for Friday if you're not on here on Friday, if you're not on here every day. Whenever you have time to watch SKTV and you have something to share with us, feel free to send it to our Cash App or Zelle. Those who are constantly here and decided to say, well, let's be doing, chipping in every Friday, not every day, you can also do that. If you have something to share with, or you don't have to wait for Friday, if you're not going to be here on Friday. Anytime, or like Mom will say, the basket is open. And anytime you give us something, we'll say, we'll announce it. Even outside of the show, when we receive it, we'll announce it when we come on the show. I want to say thank you to all of you for your support. And we'll see you tomorrow. Are you right, Mom?
That's it, man. We did it.
All right.
Another day in the books.
For sure. My people, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.